It is day 9 of the government shutdown, and the debate appears to be somewhat more positive today.
Getting better all the time. Political reporter Rick Alvin here. Can't get much worse.
Well, there's that, and I am cautiously, very cautiously optimistic, but we really don't know, because just today we found out that there is a little hope. Yesterday we heard that a short-term agreement to open government and allow borrowing might be in place while both sides negotiate, but that fell apart after the president and speaker of the House held dueling news conferences. Today, the president invited Republicans to the White House to start the conversation. In the meantime, we took our questions to Senator Debbie Stabenow. This is the first time that she has weighed in on this current crisis with 24-Hour News 8. While she says both the debt ceiling and shutdown have to be dealt with, and now she leaves little doubt about who she blames for the current situation in Washington.
We have a minority of the minority of folks who lost in the election, don't have the votes to pass things through Congress that they want to pass. So they've decided to hijack the recovery, the economy, basically saying we're not going to allow the government to even exist, public services, protection, safety, services to continue. We're not going to allow us to pay our bills unless you do what we want, even though we lost in the election. That makes absolutely no sense, and it really threatens our democracy.
Needless to say, Republican members we have talked to have a clearly different view, but it really doesn't matter who blames who. The question is now, can both sides figuratively hold their nose and come up with a deal, long or short term, to keep the markets from dropping further as they anticipate the worst? Now, tomorrow, the next significant step, we'll stay in touch with our elected officials, including Fred Upton, who will be one of those Republicans who's going down to the White House and find out what's going on in Washington, D.C., and if there's anything that is truly positive to report.
You just wonder, how long can this continue? I mean, we didn't think it would go this long last week.
I did not. I thought this would have been over by the weekend, early this week at the latest. Here's the real problem. If this creeps into next week, if we get close to the 17th, if a default even feels like it's going to happen, the markets are going to react long before that deadline comes around. And that has a real impact on things like interest rates for homes and cars, and it could have a big impact on 401ks and other savings and the investment that big business and others are willing to put back into the economy. It has a whole realm of ramifications that would happen even if it didn't actually happen, if you just get close. And what about devaluing the rating, the credit rating of the United States that happened during the last time? All of these things could happen. So you got to believe somewhere somebody's saying we got to fix this, but will they be able to? And I don't know.
So close to the brink here.
It's getting closer, and I'm telling you, if we're still standing here next Monday or Tuesday and there's not a deal, I worry seriously about what happens with the markets.
Rick Alvin, thank you.